Hello, Pirate Nation. The purpose of this video is twofold. Number one is to address a lot of the questions that we've been getting up here to the best of our ability. And number two is to prove to Mrs. Farmer that we can complete this video in a very timely, concise, efficient manner. So here we go. Back to the serious reason is to address some questions. We've had to kind of settle in, which we never like to do, but we've had to come to the realization that it's really difficult to provide certainty during times like these. So we've had to use an approach of just providing clarity. So that's my goal here, is to provide clarity ahead of certainty during times like these and in the context we're in. So I think the best framework to do that within is to tell you where we've been again, where we are, and where we envision heading. So where have we been as of late? Well, we put on a champion commencement ceremony here last Wednesday night, and that's not my opinion. That comes from our graduates. Their words afterwards, their texts, their calls, it meant the world to us, and that's what it was all about. It was all about providing a celebration, a closure, a commencement, and just an opportunity to be together one last time for that class of 2020. And all of the thanks goes to folks like Mrs. Hankspa and her team, Coach Dygert and his team, Mrs. Schaefer and the decoration team, which includes the infamous Mrs. Pung from Planscapes, and of course our senior class officers led by Miss Rachel Light Rademacher. So we're very thankful to be able to put on that champion graduation ceremony. What else has gone on here, or where we've been? Mrs. Bartlett's been working her tail off on scheduling. In a situation that has not been ideal again. We're down some staff, and that's caused her to really be forced to be innovative, and she's conquered that. And we're looking forward to releasing our schedules to our students at Schedule Chromebook deployment in late August. More on that to follow. We've also been doing a tremendous amount of professional development mapping. Our PD lesson planning around the who, what, when, where, how, and why has consumed a lot of our time, specifically over the last couple of days here, as we look to change our best, because we recognize, regardless of the phase that we're in the My Safe Start plan, and regardless of the context that we're educating our students, we need to change our best, and that's where PD comes in. So we're really excited of what we're going to be able to offer to our educators with professional development in August. We've also been spending a lot of time on webinars, learning from legislators and educational leaders across our state and country, trying to keep up to date on what is a situation that is completely fluid with new things every day. But we've been spending a lot of time getting specced up via webinars and just professional learning. And then also our athletic programs led by Coach Christensen have been doing an awesome job of doing the best in the circumstance that they're in. Volleyball's out there right now. I'm sure there's probably 60 girls out there on the practice field. Football has been out there. Baseball, softball. Our girls and boys basketball teams have been hitting the concrete instead of the hardwood, just to provide opportunities for our kids, which I'm very thankful for. Where are we now? Well, we're in the midst of pending budget cuts. And without getting into a lot of details of what could come down from our state government in terms of per pupil funding, I will ask that you discern and consider where you could come alongside PW schools with either your time, your talent, or your treasures. And whatever that may be, please just contact us and let us know what your discernment leads you to. And again, where you can give of your time, your talent, or your treasures to our school district. Where are we now? We've been spending a lot of time meeting with educators and staff members, going kind of over another debrief of how the year went, and how individually and then collectively how we can change our best for our students next year. And that's been very fruitful. For a lot of our educators, it feels like school never ended. Not because there wasn't closure to the season, but rather just the angst and the concern over what next year brings. And again, that's where we can only provide clarity, not certainty. And I'll get a little bit further into that. And we've been spending a lot of time talking to students and parents, whether it be on the phone, face-to-face, or text, just trying to gather their feedback, their input on not only how it went last year and what they foresee for next year and how we could be better. Where are we going? The biggest question. Well, we have our return to school work group, which is a committee made up of our three-legged stool. We've got parents, we've got high school students, and we've got teammates here from both our elementary and our middle high school, covering not just classroom educators, but support staff, bus drivers, custodial, kitchen crew. They're going to be a part of this return to school work group that will commence this Tuesday morning, and they're going to be charged with dissecting the return to school roadmap that the governor released. And although that roadmap has many musts, there's also some portions of it that are more like recommends or coulds. And that's where our roadmap work group is going to help us kind of par out and concrete those or that minutia. So really looking forward to it, and I'm very thankful for the parents and the students and the staff that have stepped up to help us with our return to school roadmap. And more than anything, I'm very thankful that we're in a culture here at PW that absolutely shines the shared leadership model as we seek input from all of our stakeholders. Where are we going? Well, we've got a new student orientation that's scheduled for Monday, August 10th at 5:30 p.m. in the auditorium. We're hoping we can host it there. If not, we'll be innovative. Maybe we'll be outside like commencement. Maybe we'll do it virtually. Maybe it'll be a Hangout or a Zoom. Regardless, put August 10th at 5:30 on your calendar if your student is new to this building. Also, we have Chromebook schedule, parking pass, school photos, all that deployment on Monday, August 17th and Tuesday, August 18th. The 17th will be here from 9 to noon and 1 to 3. And then on Tuesday, August 18th, it's from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. And that's where our students here at the middle school, high school can receive their schedule, Chromebook, photos, parking pass, the whole gamut. And again, we're hoping to be able to do that where we can welcome everybody in. If not, we can do it out on the curb like when we collected Chromebooks. We have 3 professional development sessions, as I mentioned before, that are scheduled for August 11th, 12th, and 19th, where we will be changing our best as educators here at PW so we can better serve our students and our community. And where else are we going? We're awaiting further announcements from the MHSA as to what fall sports could and will look like. So although I cannot provide a lot of certainty around what next year will look like, I hope I've provided a little bit of clarity as to what our process has been. We have not been stagnant. We have not been stale. We have not sat still. Rather, we've been very dynamic. We've been very thoughtful and intentional. And we are constantly working with our three-legged stools, or 3 legs of the stool, whether it be our parents, our students, or our educators, to try to figure out how we can best attack next year and how we can continue to make this a champions culture here. If you have questions, please send them our way. Our middle school, high school office will be closed tomorrow, Wednesday, through this coming Monday, but you can always email, leave a voicemail. We'll get back to you when the office opens up next Tuesday, again, as we start our return to school work group with that aforementioned committee. Appreciate you. I miss everyone. Can't wait to hit the ground running on August 24th, first day of school. Onward, Pirates.